It is the Red River Farm Network Crop Tour presented by Pioneer. We have made our way to the McClusky, North Dakota area, and we have Paul Hagen with us from Mid-State Ag. Paul, first of all, pleasure being here. You brought the wind with us today.
Oh, well, thanks for having me, and the wind is something that we're generally used to around here, yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. We're in one of your soybean fields. Give us an idea how the season started and where we're sitting today.
Well, it started out just reverse of last year. It was cold and wet. A lot of the guys, they kind of toyed around with what they were going to do. Their plans changed quite a bit. Once they finally got in, they rolled, and fortunately not very many people had any real issues as far as machinery or anything like that. We just made sure that when they called and ready for beans, it didn't matter if it was 6 in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. You want beans, you got them.
When did we get planted generally in this region?
It started for us about May 15th. This plot that we're in now was planted, I believe, on about the 25th or something like that of May.
It's hard to be patient in the spring, but guys that were a little patient seem like they're doing all right.
Yeah, like we were discussing earlier, the guys that were able to get it in without having to mud it in, their emergence was so much better. Weed control was better. The guys around here are really starting to put down a lot more pre and stuff, so that really helps. Chemical is expensive, but it does a good job and it pays in the end.
What's the primary weed issue in this region?
Kochia control for us would probably be the #1 issue that we have. There's foxtail and stuff like that, but the grasses are usually pretty easy to maintain. Running with our enlist beans and the packages that they have for them for herbicides, kochia isn't too big of a problem if guys go in there and apply it right. Their windows are a lot more open for them as far as control versus other modes of action, so it's been pretty good. I've got a lot more people interested in planting the enlist beans this year than ever, and this coming season I just see it going more towards enlist beans as we move on.
Wet early. How's the rest of the season been as far as moisture?
The first part of the season was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was the first time we were out of the drought status, which was really nice. We haven't, there's people that have children that have never seen this out of the drought stations. But then as the season progressed, unfortunately the rains kind of slowed down quite a bit. I think if we could get one more decent rain, it will really take the beans home and the corn before they get hurt. But otherwise, it's been a pretty good year.
Well, let's look at these beans if we can. It looks like you got a lot of good pod development. Things are shaping up pretty good there.
Yeah, they're coming through. Like I said, one more good shot of rain to take them home. So the pods are feeling nice. There's a lot of pods. All the pods are 3 and 4 bean pods. Very seldom do you see a 2 bean pod, unless it's a competitor. Just
there you go.
Just kidding. But all in all, good stand height, good population. Should be a nice harvest.
What about corn? What are you seeing for that, Paul?
Corn is looking really well. I think the corn is probably handling the lack of rain a little bit better because it's been so humid and we have a lot of dew in the morning. It kind of reminds me growing up in Minnesota when there was, dew till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon every day.
It seems like we've had these foggy mornings and that moisture's helped.
Yeah, that's been a godsend for the corn. It doesn't do a whole lot for the beans and the small crops, but the guys that have been running small crops, most of the barley and stuff is off. They're just getting into their wheat. They seem to be quite happy with their yields there. I know the cattle guys making hay, they come in and buy twine and net wrap and stuff, and they are so happy for the amount of hay that they're getting compared to what they struggled with last year. So, I mean, it's just a joy to see them come in.
No doubt about it. As far as corn, what stage of development are we in, Paul?
Oh, the corn is filling. Nothing's dented yet, but everything seems to silk out really nice. The cobs that I've checked are filling towards the ends, so they're full, nice, lush cobs. Should be a good corn crop this year too.
Good deal. We'll take it. Anything these guys should keep in mind as they go into the fall season? Just to prepare for harvest.
Just be mindful, be cautious, be safe, and be ready for a salesman that are going to come out and try to help make money again for next year.
You got it. Tell me a little bit more about your agency, Paul.
Well, we're Midstate Ag. We're a consortium with River Ag over in Washburn with Clark Price. We've been in operation since 17 here in McClusky. Every year our seed sales seems to grow. The guys that I work with are great. I mean, I couldn't ask for better producers, better customers. We just try to make things happen for them. That's what we're here for.
Exactly right. Paul Hagen with us again from Midstate Ag. We are coming to you from windy McClusky, North Dakota. The Red River Farm Network Crop Tour presented by Pioneer.